So continuing on this theme of trust, I know we've been talking about boundaries within some of the practices in this section, where we're implementing them, where we're not implementing them, what are some of the areas where we maybe need to create a stronger container for ourselves and how we're showing up. And often this relates to other people, right? We tend to compromise our boundaries with people that we love, right? We want to show up for them, we want to help them, we want to support them. And we should, right? We definitely should. But there's also this idea of being able to serve from a full cup, right? So feeding, nourishing ourselves first so that we can then show up for others. But also being super mindful of how we're showing up, right? Because we can support people in a way that is still betraying what we need, or we can support people in a much more healthy way. And I truly believe that we do that by building this trust in ourselves. And a lot of that comes with keeping promises to ourselves and really fully showing up for ourselves every single day, even if it's just for a few minutes a day, right? It's really important. And that is a lot of what this whole portal was built upon, right? These little rituals that you can fit in your day. And really at the end of the day, all of them are to nourish yourself and to show up for yourself. But I want to really make that the focus of this practice right here, right? This idea of how am I showing up for me? And I really recommend that you take some time to journal on this. You can even pause the video right now, take about 5 minutes, and just ask yourself that question. How am I showing up for myself? And this can be in all different areas. This can be within your relationships, right? With your family, with your friends, coworkers, bosses, right? It can be just in your day-to-day routines. You know, often we compromise our own time first. Little things, drinking a glass of water in the morning, sitting for 5 minutes in meditation, taking a walk during lunch, right? These are little ways that we can start to show up for ourselves, little promises that we can keep. And this is really going to help us build that trust in ourselves. So that when it comes to those bigger experiences, those more challenging times, we know, right? We've built those pathways of how to show up for ourselves, and we can continue to do that when things get challenging because we know they will, right? So just want to lead you through a short meditation, some really gentle movement. So find a comfortable seat if you haven't already. Come into your sacred space, a safe place, wherever this is, whether it's somewhere in your house, outside. If you have this on your phone, you can even take this on a walk, right? Walking meditations can be really powerful as well. Right. So depending where you are, if you're able to safely close the eyes, do so. Right away, we feel this attention going inward. And then I invite you to drop into the breath. Right? Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. And almost immediately there is this sensation of landing within ourselves, of settling. Right? So let that feeling of dropping in move throughout the body. And just for a few moments, just focus on the breath. Let the breath anchor you. Let it bring you to this practice fully, to yourself. You're calling all those scattered pieces of yourself back in. And just take your left hand, place it over your heart, and your right hand over your sacral. Just feeling, just noticing. No expectation. Just noting what's present. And then move your right hand up slightly, so it's over the solar center. And take your left hand and just bring it right to the base of your throat, very gently. Okay, so generally solar plexus, chakra, manipura, right, and throat chakra, vishuddha. This is where our boundaries and our trust tend to originate. And of course, there's elements of this within all the chakras, but solar plexus being our place of power, our place of action, how we're showing up to the world, and our throat being our center of expression, how we're communicating, how we're stating what our needs and our wants and our boundaries are. And so what's present in these centers for you today? And maybe you ask yourself that question again now. How am I showing up for myself? And where can I show up for myself in a much more present, much more complete, nourishing way? And how can I do that? What is one small step, one small action that I can take to move towards making a promise to myself that I'll keep? Maybe nothing arises right now, and that's okay. It might come to you later in the day or a week from now, a month from now. You'll say, yeah, that's how I can start to really show up. I can schedule in this 5 minutes a day. I can make sure that I'm taking care of myself. I can promise you this, these little things, they add up to big things. It feels overwhelming to start showing up for yourself. I understand that. Start small. Start simple. Let's just take another deep breath here into these energy centers. And then exhale, let's sigh it through the mouth. I'm just going through some gentle movements to move some energy around. As you inhale, start to reach, lengthen up. And as you exhale, just float the arms down. And just do that 2 more times with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, deep breath. Syncing the movements with the rhythm of the breath. So let the fingertips touch down next to you. Heart is open, spine is tall. On an inhale, taking your right arm, begin to reach it over the head, stretch through the side body. And as you exhale, float the right arm all the way down. And then switch. Inhale, left arm. And exhale, release. Reset. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. And as you exhale, just a gentle twist to your right hand side. Cross the left palm over to the right knee. Stay lengthened and tall. As you exhale, just a gentle twist through the spine. And then switch sides. Inhale, reach up, floating the arms back to center, and then exhale, twisting to the left. Press the right palm into the left knee. Stay tall, stay grounded. And take a deep breath. And inhale, spin back to center, float the arms up. As you exhale, press your palms together, bring them down to the heart center, Anjali Mudra. And I'm going to invite you to set an intention for the rest of this day. Starting with, I trust myself to. Let's see what comes to mind. What is one small promise that you can make to yourself today that you can do, maybe right after this practice? Maybe it's before you start your day, maybe it's the very end of your day. I trust myself to fill in the blank with something that you're going to show up to doing for yourself. And then we build from there. Right? One action at a time. Take a deep inhale. And sigh it out on the exhale. Thank you for joining me in this practice, and I hope to see you again soon.